till you make it for me, okay? This isn't here. We're just talking, all right? We're just visiting.
Okay.
All right, so just go ahead and tell me your name and your title.
I am Sarah Hallen, and I'm a family and consumer science teacher, but I mostly teach culinary arts.
So I know we're tired. We're talking about COVID. Everybody's talking about COVID. We're tired of it. But teaching the courses and things that you do, I do want to briefly, I want you to tell me about that experience and how it was teaching culinary online. And
Like during COVID?
Yes.
Okay. So during COVID, you can't really teach culinary. It's hard to teach any lab-based class when they're at home, right? So when we first shut down, we would post weekly assignments, and usually they were like, watch this video and write a reflection, is kind of how it went. But students caught on pretty quick that it didn't matter if they did it or not, that it wasn't for a grade. And so we would just have office hours for students to call and check in if they needed anything. And so in that amount of time, I never had one student get online. I always had my office hours, nobody ever popped on. So that was kind of a shame. I do remember my advanced class, there were about a dozen or so seniors, and I had put together a special senior gift with the cookbook and a little thing they could put on the wall and just a card. So Miss McAllister and I drove all around Lubbock one afternoon and delivered them to their homes so I could at least say bye to those kiddos because I didn't really get a chance to say bye. And a lot of them I'd had for 3 or 4 years. So it wasn't just I just had you in class for this year and I didn't go. It was we're vested, we're in it. So that was cool to be able to do that with them. When we came back in August and we were trying to do the hybrid thing, I put together kits with equipment, basic stuff like knives, cutting boards, measuring cups, bowls, etc. And I had grocery kits. And so I only had probably about a dozen kids in culinary that had elected to do the hybrid. And I offered, guys, come on Monday morning. I'll have a kit of equipment and a kit of groceries that you can pick up. And I think I only had 2 kids do it. So I was trying to do where I would record my lesson for the week and then they could go online and watch it, and then they recorded themselves doing it because they all had school iPads, and then they posted them back. But I had one student that actually followed through and did it. And then quickly they kind of all started coming back to class.
So I want to talk about resources. So that's a very clever thing to come up with those kits. Did you do anything else? Did you come up with anything else to try?